John Johnson talked about, the Browns had success against Lamar Jackson, but he talked about, doing it again against Lamar Jackson. Here's John Johnson III.
I think it's, just forcing him into situations where he has to drop back and throw the ball. I mean, he's electric with the ball in his hand. That's not hard to see. I think, winning on first and second down and getting to those, third and long situations. And I wouldn't say he's forcing the ball, but it's kind of like you want him to throw the ball into those tight windows and those situations. So I think it's just winning on first and second down and getting to, known passing situations. Go back, look at the tape, see what we did well, try to do that again, see what we did poorly, try not to let that happen again, and just go from there. I think it's just, if everyone runs to the ball like we did last game, I think we'll be just fine.
Yeah, and Scott, I think the Browns' defensive players that we have heard of have hit on it. You can't have Lamar Jackson in third and short. If he's in third and short, it's a long, long day for the defense, any defense.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Just because they have so many options, right? He can hand it off, he can keep it, he can throw it. He could throw deep because you're paying attention to the short yardage. So Johnson's exactly right with that. And he's also right when he talks about swarming to the ball, because when we've seen Lamar have success as a runner, it's because he finds a seam and can get out in space. And if you kind of muddle the pocket, right, muddy it, put a lot of bodies in his face. We've seen it, not only the Browns, we saw it against the Steelers, who sacked 7 times, I think. Against Miami, they had success just kind of keeping him in by bringing a lot of bodies. And that seems to work. And then when it's a called run play to Lamar is, not letting him get out there. He can get a little bit of a gain, but a guy like JOK needs to track him down. We saw Myles Garrett do that at once on that Sunday night game, is run with Lamar. You just can't let him make one, whatever the number is of broken plays. You can't let those become the backbreakers. And we've seen that too many times in the past with Lamar versus everybody, but especially Lamar versus the Browns.
Yeah, and really Lamar has been doing that. That's the reason the Ravens are where they are this year, is because he hasn't played great, but he's made those plays that are the difference between winning and losing, and that's why the Ravens have been successful.